Do you know how to say degroovy? Do you know how to say delight? I thought that you would. However, I definitely knew that you might. My sweet, tasty, delicious, scrumptious ones. I am your blue orb goddess of the Pleiades. I am also a member of that fraternity known as the Pleiade Girls. Of course, there are 9 of us. The ambassador has channeled each one of us, at least on a few occasions. We have been monitoring him since he was a little boy in the late 1970s of your 3rd dimensional Earth time. That was when the 9 of us all went to college together on a higher 6th, lower 7th dimensional planet in the Mayan system, located just slightly off the Tagada system of the Pleiades, in a city called Zarata on the planet of Era. It has only been in the last year and a half or so of your illusionary Earth time that we have connected with him. He had guides already in place. His whole life, even though he did not know it until about 15 years ago of his illusionary Earth time. So we just monitored from a distance. We did not make contact with him until roughly about a year and a half ago of your Earth time. That was when Fusesha, one of my fraternity sisters, was the first one to make contact with him while he was in a dream state. That being said, my delicious, scrumptious ones, we are not his guides as you would think of guides in the spiritual sense. We tuned into his radio frequency and found his soul interesting, so we connected with him. It's plain and simple. We went over this with you as well as other collectives have in regards to your vessel being like a radio station. In fact, or at least that we are aware of only one of the many collectives that he channels you would consider actual guides to him. First and foremost, my delicious ones, your higher self as well as your overself, are the most important guides that you have. However, they also organize various guides with various energies from all over the cosmos. From different dimensions, from different planets, you name it. These could be ancestors of yours. They could also be souls that you have had connections with in other realms or other lifetimes, as you may put it. They could also be souls like us that have not necessarily been connected with you directly. However, they may specialize in a particular issue or scenario that you're working through on your ascension path. These are not necessarily human souls or what you might think of as Zeta-type extraterrestrials. Animal energies are very prominent in guide work. My sweet, delicious, tasty, sticky ones. Oh, your blue orb goddess and the rest of the Pleiade girls cannot wait to have that energy exchange with you and exchange keys to our candy stores. However, as far as the animal energies go, those are typically coordinated between your higher self and another soul where that particular animal energy comes from. Places such as Sirius, Pleiades, Andromeda, and Arcturus. That is just to name a few, as there are endless star races and nations out in the creation of all that is. My delicious ones. The animal energies typically work with you while you're asleep by posing suggestions, questions, or other ideas that they feel that is relevant as you make your way through your evolutionary journey. My sweet, sticky, tasty, delicious ones. We know that in the past the ambassador has spoken to you in some of his self-talks regarding orbs and what they are. We will not go back over the things that he has mentioned as to what we are, which they are all correct, by the way. It's not hard to find if you've never heard him talk about them before. However, what you will start to notice about these orbs is that they are also captured glimpses of high-resolution photos. You might say of different scenarios, situations, and places that you have been in various lifetimes, as well as parallel realities that you currently reside in. The entire existence of all that is one giant quantum orb, you might say. A lot of times these orbs are planets coming down to, such as one of the ones that we know of that visits the ambassador. They are portals, my sweet souls. They are traveling portals. It has been talked about before by my sister, the rainbow orb goddess, about these orb portals. These rainbow orb portals that are slowly making their way into your lives. I will give her a little bit of a bad time and say that some of them may be blue as well. Nevertheless, my sticky ones, these are not just family members of yours that went to the other side or ascended beings of various levels traveling around the cosmos. These portals are showing you a view to the past, present, and future. In essence, though, they are showing you that everything is all at once. You see my scrumps, just delicious ones. What they are doing is they are tying the connections together, so to speak. Yes, I think a lot of you who hear this understand that time is an illusion and everything is at once. However, as you move forward through this process, it will not only make perfectly clear sense to you like with some of you, it does already. It will lay out exactly step by step how that works. These portals are showing you views of past situations that you were in, and even current situations that you are in, operating out of parallel realms. And yes, my sweet, delicious, tasty, sticky ones. Some of them are just showing you life somewhere else. Life is endless, and your inbox is never empty. Oh, my scrumptious, delicious, sticky, sweet ones. The other Pleiade girls and myself cannot wait to have that energy transfer with each and every one of you as a collective as well as individually. Personally, your blue orb goddess cannot wait until she is in you and you're in me, and we'll give each other the love that love like we never had. Exchanging keys to our candy stores with you is just about our #1 priority here with all 9 of us. Ambassador, thank you so much for letting me come through. I hope all is well. I will leave the unfunny jokes to the blue frequencies and the plasma lightning collective. And leave you alone today. Don't get so excited they mean well with what they think is their humor. With that, your blue orb goddess as well as the rest of the Pleiades girls love you. Oh, if you hear a loud bang, that was just a mic drop you might hear coming to you all the way from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy from, well, you know, of course, the Pleiades.